morning. I am Coimbatore Tirumular Siddharpeedam Sivayogi Sivarajan speaking. Now, enemy destroyal meditation. In Tirumandram, Tirumular is explaining how one can destroy the enemies by enshrining Kala Bhairava in all the Adharas. If you enshrine and visualize Kala Bhairava with all his weapons in all your Adharas, then the enemies will be won over. You can win over the enemies. Because everybody is having enemies in persons or in qualities. Sometimes enemies are inside also. The negative behavior pattern, that is also your enemy. The persons around you may have negative vibrations, then they are also indirect enemies. There are also friends. Your thinking is bad, then that will also become negative force around you. So all are enemies. The negative forces around you which enter into your body and create negative vibrations are all enemies. Destroyal means how to destroy one person enemy. That is, when you destroy enmity in that man, he will become your friend. You are destroying not the enemy, the enmity. If you have 4 enemies, if you destroy the enmity in them, then they will become your friends. Actually, they will be converted from enemy state to friendship state. So there is nothing wrong in enemy destruction. If you want to lift yourself above all these problems and rise above all material gains, if you want to rise your Kundalini or become a good, perfect and advanced yogi, the negative energy destroyal, the enemy destroyal is needed. The enemies are in different forms. All the negative forces which block you on the way, all are enemies. And Tirumula explains in hymn 1290 onwards, he is explaining the Adhara meditation. Meditating Kala Bhairava, this Bhairava, there are in Bhairava many 8 Bhairavas are there. Even Swarna Asna Bhairava, he can bless you with a lot of wealth. So this Bhairava worship should be done in all the Adharas. Tirumula mentions about 10 places for worshipping Bhairava in your body, in your astral body, so that you can overtake the enemies and your path will be cleared. The 6 places are Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraha, Anagada, Visuddhi and Ajna. These are the 6 Adharas. In addition to that, he is mentioning 4 places. One is Lalada only, and the next is Bindu Chakra, and this one is right ear and left ear. So totally 10 places you have to keep, visualize and mentally worship, mentally give offerings, and then you will get the benefits of blessings of Bhairava. Bhairava is the form of Shiva, one form of Shiva. He is a terror to negative energies. He is a terror not to a good person. He is a terror not for the devotee, Shiva devotee. is a terror for the negative forces which surround the Shiva Yogi. If negative energies surround Shiva Yogis, naturally this Rudra Kala Bhairava will come out and protect the Shiva Yogi from the negative situations. I have experienced this in many places. When I enter any negative place, these Rudra forms and Kala Bhairava, these Bhairava forms will express outside and protect me from the negative energy. So, you have to worship naturally in Rudra. Manipuraha Rudra is there, and Kala Bhairava, Yamaduda, and Grahas like the Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, this Shavvai, all these are there in Manipuraha. But for this worship of Bhairava, you have to keep in 10 places, in 6 Adharas, and then Lalada and Bindu Chakra in back side, and right ear and left ear. In that order, you have to keep enshrine him in each Adhara, worship, and pass on to next Adhara. There also you worship Bhairava in his form with 6 arms. He is having 6 hands. The Bhairava who destroys these enemies is having 6 hands. And in the 6 hands he is keeping Kabalam and Sulam and Kabalam. In 1292, Tirumula says he is having Sulam, Trisul in one hand and Kabalam in his next hand. So the Trisul is a weapon of Lord Shiva which can go and attack and destroy the enemy and come back to you. This is a destructive weapon which cannot be destroyed by any other person, by any other force. This is the weapon of Shiva. Now it is in the hand of his Bhairava. And he is also having this Kabalam. And in one hand Damaru. Damaru stands for all creation. From the sound of the Damaru, both sides, all kinds of creations are coming out. This is the basic Nada. From the Nada, all creations come out. From the Nada, Bindu comes out. From the combination of Bindu and Nada, all other things come out. So then is having Pasa in one hand and this cut off head in one hand, and one hand this is having this sword. So in these 6 hands he is having these 6 matters: Sula, Kabala, Damaru, Pasa, the segregated cut off head, and the sword. These are in this form. He is holding all these in 6 hands. In this form only one has to worship and shrine him in all the adharas, one by one, Mooladhara, first, second, Swadhisthana. Then in that order, if you worship him in continuously for 10 adharas, then he will destroy enemies in the 10 directions. His body is red like fire. You should visualize Bhairava in this manner. Then this form of energy, which is capable of destroying your enemies, to win over your enemies instead of saying destroy. Some people, we should be destroy enemies. We should be kill enemies. You need not kill enemies. If you kill enmity in him, he will become turned to be your friend, and he will work in a favorable situation for you. So, the offerings are also told by Tirumula. He says you mentally offer. You need not Since you are doing puja in the Adhara level, you can offer mentally what is needed for him as Shand, Javad, Punuhu and Nai. People know Javad, people know ghee. The Punuhu, what is Punuhu? Punuhu is a good smell. They smell just jelly-like a substance obtained by civet cats. The civet cats were available in the Malabar forest of India, now very rare. Now these species are mostly distinct. So what happens? The Sandhu is a kind of preparation formerly prepared by ladies for keeping as this tilak for small children to ward off evil. So all these will ward off evil. Ghee will drive away negative energy. If you take ghee every day along with your food, that will drive away negative energy. Punuku also, if you touch and keep it on your tilak in forehead, that will drive away negative energy. So these are Javadu, they drive away negative energy. Sandhu is a preparation which is black in color, specially prepared by even tribals are now preparing and selling in important temples. And if you smear this in your forehead, naturally this will also drive away negative energy. So that Kala Bhairava gives you a protection from negative energy and protects you from enemies coming from 10 directions. So these are the worship forms. This is the yogic worship form. This is an internal worship form. This is in the Shiva Yoga technique, Adhara worship form. This form of worship is above temple worship and above all these things. There are Kala Bhairava temples in Tamil Nadu, also separate temple is there. Near from Madurai, this Playarpatti is there. From Playarpatti, 3 kilometers, Vairavanpatti. There is a place after the name of Vairava. Vairavanpatti, separate big temple where Vairava is worshipped. In other temples, Vairava will be having small temples. Inside big temples, you can worship. He is a negative energy destroying force. He will attack your enemies and destroy enemies and clear your way forward. So in this situation, in all countries, I am conducting classes for students from different countries. They are complaining about negative energies, enemies using negative forces against persons. For this, worship will be of very use. And for further details, contact me. This is an activation technique, Adhara activation technique, which I am teaching. Those who want, contact me. Thank you.